And now, from high atop the percolator, it's time for Java with John. Here's Johnny!
Here we are. Okay, we're live.
Vodka.
Yeah.
I need vodka.
All right. Well, we're live, and I'm just sneaking a peek at the Instagram broadcast, and it's a lot better than I thought it might be. So I'm pretty elated about that. If it continues to stream, and I'm also recording this broadcast. I was a little late. I thought it was going to do it automatically, but I guess I didn't set it up to record. So we are recording, and we're on Instagram, and we're on YouTube. Oh, I better switch this over to see. Okay, and I've got my screen available here off to the side in case there's any comments pop up. I know there won't be any from Colleen, but if Tallboy comes back, or if Janet or Paul or anybody comes on, that's what's going to happen. We're going to be able to do that. Tallboy was asking me, John, about what our topics for the day are, and I didn't want to say same old, same old. But wait, remind me when it comes up to National Day that I may have a good one for you. I'm not positive. So I think Smile, if I go first on this, I can tell you that yesterday we got an email inviting us to the rehearsal party the night before the wedding that we're going to in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and it's a very informal one. It's at I think it's called Trophy Brewing and Pizza, and it's in downtown Raleigh. It looks like it's we're going to be sort of rushed. I think we're going to arrive at 3:30. Our flight's going to land at 3:30, and this rehearsal party thing is from 4:30 to 7:30. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. Not only is the chance going to have some pizza, going to have some beer, but also that we're going to have. I'm going to have a chance to see some of the grandkids. Jake, who has just moved to North Carolina. Alex, who's been there for 10 years. Sammy, who plays basketball in Europe and on Canada's national team, will be there. And her sister Kate, who plays and lives in Germany, will be there. So it'll be a nice little reunion to see those kids all again. Last wedding in that family, I think, was 2.5 years ago. So I haven't seen any of them in the last 2 years. So that's bringing the smile to my face. Anything in your world? I know those plants aren't bringing a smile, but was there anything positive in your life?
How do I say? I'll wait for pet peeves. I guess the only thing I can give a smile on, and this is just kind of a PSA, not a PSA, but just I'll give it a little bit of a pump. I'm sure if you go to the grocery store, you see those little squeeze bottles of things that you can put into your water to add flavor.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Have you ever seen those?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So, depending on the store you go to, like you can get Tang grape and Tang orange. You remember Tang if you're going to
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And Country Time lemonade. Oh, let me get over here. There.
Okay.
So you don't have to make a whole jug of something. It's good if you are can't have sugars and stuff like that, and have to mind stuff like that. It's not fattening because it's just pure chemicals, but it tastes like the real thing. So Country Time lemonade has always been one of my favorites since I grew up as a kid. And there's my smile of the day. I found it. I bought a bunch of bottles, so hopefully it'll get me through the next couple of months.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, National Day. Now, very famous day, at least in North America, particularly Mexico, Cinco de Mayo.
Mhm.
And of course, that comes from 150 years ago when the Mexican army defeated the French and sent them scrambling out of the country. And so it's been
Yep.
a big celebration day in Mexico ever since. And of course, in the US and Canada, we like to latch on to those kinds of things. So Cinco de Mayo was
National Day of Tacos.
yeah, that's right. It's Taco too. Well, that's what the guy said. He came to look at our lawn today, and he said Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. He said, "What more could you ask for?"
Yep. Yep.
No,
The funny thing. That's
Go
right.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that National Day, and I think it's maybe tomorrow, is, and I know you have a big interest in gardening, and you're sort of dragging me along, kicking and fighting, and I've got those plants in the other room. They're still alive, anyways. But tomorrow, John, is National Naked Gardening Day. So make sure that you get suntan lotion.
All I'm going to say is thank God for vision loss. Yeah, I don't want to see my neighbors out gardening naked. No, no. Now there's times that my mind has been a little slippery, and I've wondered if I wore pants outside, but we won't get into that conversation. Just a quick thing about Cinco de Mayo. A lot of people have always celebrated it as Mexico's independence, but it's not. It's only about one battle.
Yeah.
Battle of Pueblo.
Yeah.
Puebla, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
kind of it's an interesting celebration. It's an interesting celebration. So
Yes. And so once again, we, and in particular you, were informing our viewers about some goodies that perhaps they've been confused about or didn't know or misled or whatever, but we're straightening them out.
yeah. What happened today? 1821. Bonaparte died.
Oh,
Yeah. Napoleon Bonaparte on the Isle of Saint Helene in exile. The first American was in space, Alan B. Shepard Jr. He was the first American in space. 2023. If you don't sell, this is as big a day as Cinco de Mayo. The COVID-19 emergency ended in Canada.
all right.
Okay. Karl Marx was born. Nellie Bly was born. I don't know who Nellie Bly is, but Adele, I know you like Adele. She was born. And Michael Palin. Do you know who he is?
No,
He's an actor.
I'm professing my ignorance.
Good. Yeah, me too. Me too. But yeah, no, it's a quiet day in history, which is a good thing in my eyes.
I see nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. Very important, and you should appreciate this. You probably watched the game. I don't know. You were probably just a young lad. And 1904,
Oh.
Cy Young pitched the first no-hitter.
No, geez, I thought it was going to rain that day, so it didn't go. Geez, 1904. My mother wasn't even born then.
So there you go.
Okay, Johnny. Well, here's the one you've been waiting for.
Uh-oh.
Pet peeve. Oh,
My pet peeve is Enbridge. I don't know about you, but we've been getting a letter in the mail saying that they've got to replace our gas meter. They got to replace our gas meter. There's a chance it can break. Okay, well, you call the 1-800 line and wait. We'll call back the next day and wait. Oh, by the way, you call again the next day and wait. If I show you my phone records, I probably got about 20 plus hours of waiting to book an appointment for them to come do it. So the guy came half an hour ago, unannounced. I'm here to change your meter. So I almost didn't make it today, but they need to not have everything be based by QR codes. I hate QR codes. I don't want to have them in my phone. You're going to have to forgive me. I'm a little bit old fashioned where I just don't like having all my information out in the world.
yeah.
I want to talk to people, not to AI receptionists. And if you put a phone number on something, answer the damn phone.
Yes.
That's all. That's my pet peeve of the day.
Okay. Well, you know, that idea about phoning, I have that constant argument with my brother, as although he does have the ability to text or whatever, he calls. And I explained to him, I said, Rich, when you call someone on the phone, you're saying to them, stop what you're doing and talk to me right now. Yeah. Whereas if I text you, I can look at it and then I can decide, oh, the hell with you, or I can comment, but I can comment then or I can comment later. So,
for me, with this system that they've got going for Enbridge right now, you get a letter in the mail from Bob's Gas Company, not from Enbridge, saying that we're in the area to replace your gas meter. Now, with all the scams that go on in the world today, I wanted to validate what this was because it's got Enbridge's logo on it.
Yeah.
So, you know, they always talk about people getting scammed and this and this and that and Fred, Bob, Charlie. Well, we had a big thing in the Bradford area about 2 years ago where people were coming in and replacing your water heaters under the guise of being with Enbridge.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Uh-huh.
So all these people got suckered into getting a water heater. They're still having to pay Enbridge, and they're having now to pay for this other company. So there's always an angle.
Yeah, there's a scam here right now, sir, similar to that. And the last 3 days, I've got a phone call from Bell saying, you're a Bell customer, and we're in the process of changing everybody over to fiber line, and we want to change your modem for you. Well, I've had fiber for 5 years now. I have the second best modem there is, so I just hang up on them. But there's a lot of people are going to give them the information that they want, or they're going to end up with access to their computer or something along those lines, and scam for sure.
Well, it's because we learned to trust.
Yeah.
You know, oh, it's Bell? No, it must be Bell.
Yeah.
He said he's from Bell. And that's why, unfortunately, so many seniors are taken advantage of because I'm sure you see about in the papers all the time where this senior was scammed out of $200,000. This senior was scammed out of this and this and this because you have names that are a standard in your life, and you go, well, if Bell's calling me, it must be Bell.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, nah. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
Every day.
I can't argue with you on that one
Well,
at
you
all.
can, but you're gonna lose.
Okay. Song of not necessarily of the day, but anything that's been in your head for the last week since we talked last, or
I'm going to leave this one on with you today because I have a very wide range of music I listen to. And I'm trying to think the right words. I don't think very many people, except for maybe some of the kids, might know who the performers are.
oh,
And what's the right words? I've been listening to a lot of post grunge this week. So,
yes. Well, in our house, we have a Google Nest in the kitchen, and we tend to play music on that. And I don't have my Sirius membership anymore because the aerial in my car gave up the ghost. So I canceled my subscription. So what I do now is I just say, "Hey Google," and then I give them the name of a playlist that I've made up a few, but also some other ones that they have on hand. And my requests are pretty well usually old time country music, and that's what I listen to. But the one that's been in my mind for the past week, and you can identify, well, you should be able to identify this because of your geography and background. And I don't know if I sent this to you or not, but Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, Lady, 1966, Lady in the Blue Dress. And why is that on my mind? Because last Friday night, the theaters opened the Lady Wears Pravda Part 2 or number 2.
okay, yeah.
And so to get that, to remind Colleen of that, I was going around humming, sort of singing very softly my Mitch Ryder version of Lady in the Blue Dress. Yes. So that's what's been that's the song that's been on my mind this week, and that's why.
Okay. Cool.
Local spotlight. Well, I have a favorite source of where I get my local spotlights, and although we do get the I was going to say daily newspaper, but our newspaper, which used to be 6 days a week, is now 3. But I'm not getting my source there. A friend of mine is the manager of the 2 local radio stations, and he just came probably 8 months ago to be the manager. And anyways, he has a web page, or the radio station has a web page, and they put up the 3 or the 5 biggest local stories. They have something about them. So that's always my source. Pretty easy, not because I'm on top of things, but because I'm lazy. I don't have to go around looking for things. I just need to go to Dan Mellon's and get this information. So the local spotlight this week is further cuts to St. Lawrence College. They all the colleges in Ontario a year ago made a big announcement about the programs they were cutting. And so after these cuts, this week, St. Lawrence College, which has campuses in Kingston, Brockville, and Cornwall, made some changes again. They're laying off 26 people. Now, I think the majority of those are in Cornwall because it's the biggest campus. But I think 6 of those people are from Brockville.
Okay.
And they're going to be out of a job. Actually, about 8 people were able to switch campuses and keep their job, but there still is 26 people out the door.
Yeah.
The other thing that's a factor in that whole story is St. Lawrence College in Brockville, Cornwall, and Kingston is combining or working with Fleming College, which I think is Peterborough, and so they're worried. The union is now worried about the ramifications of that. Does that bring in a whole lot of employees with more seniority, and is that going to screw them out of something? I'm not sure, but they're concerned. So 26 jobs cut, plus this amalgamation. Well, some kind of an agreement with Fleming College about courses and split it, where the courses will be offered in that, and it's sort of decimating the ranks of those people at the colleges here in Brockville, at least.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm just asking this just out of sheer ignorance. Are these actually classes that are required in life, or are they? I'm trying to think of the right words. Not extracurricular. What's that?
But I know what you mean. But I think they've really cut down to the bare bones kind of things. Mm-hmm. They've gotten rid of all of the fluff because a couple of times I made presentations to them, and they said, "If you get someone to teach the course, we'll run it." But that was in the old days. Government funding, I think, is the big factor behind all of this. Well, government funding from the provincial government plus the federal government has said we can't be allowing people to come in from any country and take the courses. Because what was happening, according to the stories, that so we would have an engineer from a country in Europe or Asia come here, enroll, take an unrelated course whatsoever, but then as soon as he's finished, he was allowed to stay.
Yeah.
And so now we don't have this guy who's got his graphics arts course. We have a guy who's really an engineer or something else. And I think that's why the federal government was cutting out all of those. And but it's impacted not only on the colleges, but it's impacted on every university as well. So the universities have all had legitimate students coming from out of the country, and those numbers have been cut, and it's impacting on the budget, the income at the Canadian universities.
Well, that was the whole thing, because these people were coming, whether it be from the United States or Zimbabwe. These students were coming, and they were paying 5, 6, 7 times the tuition rates.
Yes.
So the colleges were just sucking them right in because it's like they're a cash cow.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be rude or detrimental, but that's exactly what they were. They were just solely a cash cow.
Yeah.
And if you're not bringing them in anymore, right now that's a big problem in Brampton, because we have a lot of smaller universities in Brampton, and these homes were sold and they would have 15, 20 students living in them.
Yeah.
It's like, but we won't discuss that.
No. So that's my my local spotlight. If one last topic that I just took those topics down, didn't I? Okay. One last topic for us to look at today, and I didn't give you any advance warning on this because I think being the world traveler that you are, you'll have no trouble responding to this one. But a travel-related topic today is, have you ever traveled by yourself? This is without your spouse, without your family. Have you ever
Yep.
gone somewhere? And I think that you had, so that's why I felt comfortable putting this in here.
Yeah. Back when I was in competing in archery, I used to travel all over North America. I've done shows and stuff independently. Then when Ian was born, he would come with me and do stuff like that. Julie has. She's gone to, well, I guess she went with Heidi to somewhere,
Oh yeah,
island or something like
yeah.
that. I go to the farm by myself. Yeah. Julie supports my interests and my hobbies, but I don't drag her into them and make her become bored watching something she doesn't understand or care to. There's places I've gone. I'm trying to think of the right words. Where there would be nothing for her to do
Yeah.
outside of what I was doing. So I just thought that it wasn't fair to her to be dragging her around these kinds of things. How about you?
Well, I've done a few ventures on my own. A lot of them were related to my job as a teacher. I went once to a week-long seminar in Las Vegas on my own. Didn't know anybody that was going.
Seminar?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was at another one in Phoenix, Arizona, on my own. That was a really enlightening one. One summer, and I think it was just maybe a year before I retired, I went to Rice University in Houston.
Rice?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it's very, very big. Actually, one year the Super Bowl was held on their campus at their football stadium.
Okay.
Houston, yeah. So it was a big school. It was a good experience. I didn't know anybody. They and Rice University paid for. There was probably 25 of us taking this programming course. They paid for us to come there. They paid for our hotel and they paid for all our meals. It was a good experience. So that was a positive aspect. Another time I was alone, but I didn't go alone. Rebecca and I went to Ireland, and at the end of 7 days, she flew to Greece to join her friends on, I think, what she might have called her real holiday. And so I stayed in Ireland about 3 days on my own, and that was a really interesting experience. I had no one to answer to. I could go where I wanted to, and I even found a McDonald's that I went to when I was in Ireland, without anybody complaining that I was going for fast food. So
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's been my extent of my travels on my own, and they were all positive experiences.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's that's the right words. I think it's good for both people to have some independent time. Makes what's that called? Something makes the heart grow fonder.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's the excuse I used.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, and yeah. So that's I guess that's about our discussion for the week. We've hit all of our topics. We'll find out after if we really streamed to Instagram and how it looked, and I'll find out if I really recorded this, and it'll save me screwing around on YouTube trying to edit that first 15 minutes out that where I have that other screen when you and I are on our green room talking. And so with that, but anyways, it's been great. Thanks very much, John, and see you next week at the latest.
Sounds good.
Okay, take care.
All right.